Hi neighbors, it's me, your friendly neighborhood artist, and I wanted to have like at least a video out today talking about my ideas for Inktober and what I did for Inktober and how far I've come. So this is the mess that I have started working on. As you can see, I have actually done pretty good so far. I've managed to get out like almost 20 of the sketches, no 25. I have 5 left to do. And I got COVID and well, I still have COVID right now, but I'm gonna go through some of these since you guys can't really see them that well. And I'm gonna show you the ones I completed. So this was Dream, and I'm just gonna show a little bit of a replay so you guys can see where it was. It was this for a good minute. The idea was like I wanted to do Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland, and I wanted to do something that was a little bit weird. So I wanted like hot air balloon because he's seen it in a hot air balloon a few times, and I thought it would be really cute to like make something like that. And I liked it when it was this, like just that, because it looked like hot air balloons in a cupcake. But then I don't know what happened. I started getting like very experimental, and then I added some color, and I liked it when it was this. But then I was like, well, it should be one color. And I was like, well, then I'll just do the background, which I don't know how I felt about that either. And then I made the thing blue too. It was, I don't know. I don't know how I felt about that one. I don't think it's my strongest piece. And then I did Gwen Stacy. I'm not really good with backgrounds, and I just wanted some simple ones. And I thought like maybe her falling through the clouds would be cool. And then there's the city down below. I don't know. It was just something experimental. I learned how to do like a little bit of face lighting. I don't really draw fan art, so it was a little bit difficult to draw her. I wanted to add more different stuff to it, but I think I could maybe add color to this and like make it a little bit better, but I think it's okay for what it is. I have this. This is supposed to be like I wanted a retrofuturism thing for Dodge because I could only think of like the Dodge Charger. I really couldn't think of anything else. So I looked up some pictures of Dodge Chargers and like cars retrofuturism looking, and then I just kind of did that. I am not a fan of this. I couldn't think of anything else, but I've never drawn a car before, and well, now I have. I wanted to try to like step out of my comfort zone when I did this. So this one is my favorite so far. I know this is very dark. This is based off of a text roleplay I'm doing with somebody, and it's these two people. It's supposed to be Donna Benevito from Resident Evil 8 and her wolf man boyfriend, and they're walking through like these wheat fields that have like the site of, like right here you can see this is supposed to be a mountain, it's supposed to be at nighttime. I'm gonna put a quote over it from the role play, but I really like this one. This one, I've always wanted to try to draw a wheat field, and it has always escaped me. I still feel like I haven't figured it out, but I think this is pretty close to what I would imagine a big wheat field that goes on forever to look like. This is what I have to work on next. This is going to be Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. I was trying to do this project a few years ago where I drew the characters in the life they haven't lived. And I wanted to do that I did it with Cloud, and I did it with like the Studio Ghibli look, and I'm probably going to change this a little bit so it looks like that. I'm just going to do the black and white. Maybe I'm going to find a screenshot of Nibelheim and put it in this circle, and then maybe like just do like a haphazard like thing in the center. I have so many. Okay, so this is also, you know what? I'm gonna do this because this is better. Okay, here we go. This is Donna again. It's supposed to be the remove part because she actually has like a thing where her eye is removed. This is my character Dust. She's a little bit crazy. She's always, well, it's my Cyberpunk 2077 character. I like how this looks. I'm thinking about maybe just cleaning up the sketch a little bit so I don't lose all of this like cool fluidity that I have. But we'll see. I don't know what I was doing here. This is supposed to be like, it's supposed to be like called shallow, but it was supposed to be like a shallow iceberg that is actually like really, really deep because they're known to be really, they're known to like, when you look at an iceberg, they're supposed to be like really shallow, but underneath has a huge like thing underneath, so that's kind of what this is supposed to be. This one actually took me a little bit of time. This is gonna be my character Sonata, and this is her in her Fae form on like a shadow flower, but I think this is gonna be a bigger illustration. I'm gonna just finish it as a black and white so I can complete it, like get it ready to be inked, and then I'm gonna just release that part of it just inked. I'm not gonna color it, and I'll just leave the blue color on it so you can see it. But I'm excited to finish this because this took me a lot of like planning. I don't know why I planned so much because there's no way I could finish this. This is my character from my novel. Her name is Lilia. It's kind of like a Resident Evil-ish novel, but this is her, and this is supposed to be scratchy, and I kind of wanted to use the scratchy part because like she has a lot of scars all over her body, and especially on her face, and I thought that might look cool. I forget what this one is supposed to be. I don't know. Chains. So it's supposed to be her in chains. It's the same thing, but she's in chains, and she's like in where she was captured in like she was like in a prison sort of. So this is her in that. I don't know, like I don't know what this is gonna look like when I'm closer to done because like I didn't really think about like the bars and like all of this. I don't know. Oh, that's unexpected. This is supposed to be Frost. It's my character Zajora down here. And she's like on this backdrop with this huge like feature, and this is like supposed to be a frozen ocean, and it's like she casted the magic, but I don't know, like we'll see. So this is my cat Cube. I'm probably gonna fix it to see what I can do to make him a little bit more plumpy, but I'm gonna color him like he's a jelly, so he looks extra gelatin, well, gelatinous, really. But yeah, that's it. This is supposed to be like Nightmare Before Christmas. This is supposed to be Saddle. This is Nightmare Before Christmas idea, like carousel horse. But we'll see. I don't really know how to draw saddles, so I'm just kind of winging it. This is Demon. This is one of my characters from my my world. It's a demon character from my setting. I don't have any pictures of him, so I figured I would just draw him. I know it's like hard to see here, but this is supposed to be my character Erised. She's like a Valkyrie, and I'm using her for the angel one. This is supposed to be Garnet from Final Fantasy IX cutting her own hair off. It looks a little bit weird, like how she would hold her hair like hanging up like that. It's a little bit awkward. I don't know how to fix it, but I used a reference, and the reference had long hair, so it is per the reference. You can actually hold your hands like this, but we'll see. This is supposed to be Rise. It's another one for my character. Erised, I want to like flying into the sky. I've never drawn her and with wings, so this is supposed to be spicy. I wanted something between Donna and her like wolfman boyfriend. So I found a reference, and I don't know what this. I don't know. We'll see. This feels like when I see I have to draw bodies and I have to draw a lot and I have to draw clothes, I get very overwhelmed very quickly. So we'll see. This is Wander from Shadow of Colossus, and I really love this character, and I've always loved him. I've never drawn him as like for fan art, but here he is, and I wanted to draw him in my own style, so it was an easy choice because it just said Wander and his name is Wander. I forget what this one's supposed to be, but it's Yuffie, and I think it's like, what is the prompt here? Fortune. Yeah. Because she steals materia, I figured I could have her holding a bag of materia. It doesn't really look like her though, because I feel like I feel like she needs to look more Asian, and I'm not very experienced with that. So I'm gonna try to like maybe see if I can do like a study or something with that. This is supposed to be oh my god. Sometimes I made these like in my brain. Bounce. This is Bounce. This is a Gigacactar and another Gigacactar, and the mini one is bouncing in between them. I thought it was cute, so this is Toad. It's gonna be Zedora in the water, like looking at a toad on a lily pad. I know toads are on land. I don't care. This was gonna be on a lily pad because it's easier. I really couldn't think of what some of these prompts are a little bit difficult. I know not all toads are frogs, but all frogs are toads or whatever that saying is, but it doesn't matter. It's gonna be a toad because it's big. Okay. This is supposed to be Rip. So the idea was this is another character from my setting. His name is Nazarel, and it's his first moment of actual freedom, and I thought of like him. I'm gonna have to fix it because his hair is too messy in the back, like in the back there, to be wet. And so is that like stuff up there. I'm gonna have to work on the wet part, but he's gonna be wet, and I'm gonna have like little drops on him, so it looks like water is dripping down him because it's gonna be in the rain. Yep. And I think that's it. I think I covered everything. Yeah, I covered everything. I hope this like gives you guys some ideas on like what I did. I didn't even tell you guys what some of the names were. Oh, that one was supposed to be dangerous. Like I based it off of like maybe a look or something like in the drawing that's supposed to be that. Like this is Celestial because she's like a moon like fae or whatever. But anyway, alright. I am done for today. I know this video is running a little bit long, but how far have you guys come in Inktober? How are you guys anywhere near done? Did you guys sketch out your stuff? Have you guys just done random ones? Did you guys do what I did and then just did a bunch and now you're like rushing to actually complete them because you got too involved? We'll see. I hope you guys follow me on Instagram because I'm posting these on Instagram every day. I'm also going to be making reels about them too, so thank you guys for watching and have a good afternoon. And I'm going to post another video this week, but I'm sorry I haven't posted another video last week. I'm just really sick. Thanks for listening, guys. Have a good afternoon.